Yeah, guys. Next topic is the difference between var and dynamic keywords in C Sharp. So both will be used to store different data type elements without going with their specific int or string or decimal or double. These data types you can use them. So observe the difference. What will be the difference between these two? So I'm going to show you that now. So if you take dynamic, you can define a dynamic variable without initializing with any of the value. Without initializing any value, you can define the value dynamic, the variable dynamic directly. So now you can see d is equal to 10. Now this will become the type of integer because the 10 is an integer. Okay, immediately after that I'm going to pass a decimal value, then the variable d will become the data type double. So then I am passing some character, so then d will become the type character. So I am passing some string, then variable d will become dynamically into the data type string. Like that it can switch from one data type to another data type dynamically on fly. So this is what the keyword dynamic, and it is helpful. So you can initialize, you can declare the variable without initializing the value. So and on fly you can change its data type, so it is going to change according to the value we are going to store. So coming to the var keyword, var can store any data type. So var can store any data type, but at the time of initializing, you need to stick on for one data type. So if you declare like this, system will throw an error because at the time of initialization, you must stick on for one data type. Now this v till the end of the program, always the variable v will be of integer type only, even though if you are using the keyword var. According to the input, these two are going to set for one data type, but the comparison is dynamic variables can switch their data type from one to one, but var variables can be stick on for one data type till the ending of the program. So this is what the difference between var and dynamic. So I hope it is clear. Okay, so coming to the next topic inside this C sharp, so that is what delegates. So delegates are nothing but, delegates will be nothing but, these are similar to pointers in our what we can call C language. In C language we used to have this particular pointers, similar to that we have here this particular delegate type. So delegate will be always targets to one method. So suppose if you see this static void sum of int x and int y, sorry, so console write line of x plus y subtract x minus y. Now, so these delegates need to be declared like this: delegate some delegate name is equal to new delegate of, it need to have the similar parameters which you want to target. Some int I, int j, that means two integers I mean to say. One moment. Public delegate. I hope let's, yeah. Oh, no. Hmm. Yeah, return type will be same, should be same. Public void delegate, oh no, delegate void, not void delegate. Yeah, this is syntax, sorry guys. So public delegate, so whatever the return type that you want to target, these two methods will have the same return type void, and you can take some name, and parameters type should be same. Forget about xy or iz, so these two should be same. Now you can target like this d1 like del1 delegate 1. So del1 d1 is equal to new delegate of, here you should pass which method you want to target. So here example, I just want to target sum method, that means d1 is nothing but it is targeting the sum method. D1 dot, sorry, d1 of, here you can pass two values. So since this delegate is targeting the sum method, it will invoke the sum method directly. So like the same delegate 2, sorry, delegate 1 d2 is equal to new delegate 1 of subtract method. This time we are going to point the subtract method d2 of 10 comma 6, something like this. So you can simply target to one particular method by using the delegates. Without delegates also we can directly call the method. So in case if you want to continue the hierarchy of C language, you can use these delegates. So delegates will be helpful to target or point out to one specific method in the C sharp. So I hope it is clear. So in the next video we are going to cover about datetime and string classes going forward. Thank you.